everyone, Stephanie here, and today we're going to be doing an abs, buns, and thighs workout. This one's going to be real quick, and we'll get started today with just a nice easy warm-up. So I hope that you're up and marching with me. For our workout today, you're going to need just one heavier weight and perhaps a mat if you're not on a carpeted surface. So warming it up here, we've got our nice little march, step touch side to side. So we're just gonna reach and pull, start to take a nice wide step here. Getting our blood flowing, starting to wake up those leg muscles, getting ourselves ready to work hard today. Starting to engage through that outer thigh as we step side. We've got a little tiny change coming up with those legs. Knee lifts alternate. So we're just gonna reach up, pull down, pull your abdominals in nice and strong here. As we take that knee up, waking up our legs today. Perfect. Little change. Coming up with those legs, come back to your march. Start to separate your feet about hips width apart. Now from here, squat down nice and slow. So we're gonna take the tailbone back, chest comes forward. Keep doing that squat. So I'm gonna turn sideways so you guys can see what we're doing here. Tailbone comes back, but I want you to draw your low belly in so that your spine stays straight. Chest stays open. Sit back into those hips. Taking a quick glance down, your knees should be tracking in the same direction as your second and third toe, and you should still be able to see the toes of your shoes here. Let's do 4 more just like that. We're gonna be doing a lot of squats today, so we wanna make sure that we're really warming up that squat form. 2 more. Thinking about your right leg going first. Rear lunge, nice and slow. So we step back, drop down. Front knee stays right over that ankle. Step back, drop down. So I want you to think about taking that back knee and dropping it down onto the floor. Almost like you're gonna get down on one knee to propose to someone. Perfect, we got it. Little tiny leg change from here. Step that right foot back, drop your heel down. We lift and lower that back heel, reach it up, pull back. Reach and pull. 4 more. Just a nice little dynamic calf stretch here. Step that right foot forward, switching sides. Lift and lower, we reach up, pull back. 2 more. Awesome, shake yourself out. So now that we're warmed up, we're ready to get started with our workout. So go ahead and grab your weight. Something a little on the heavier side is fine, but if you want to, you can totally do this workout as a body weight workout. If maybe you're traveling, you're just not feeling like using a weight today. So as promised, we're gonna do some squats here. So finding that position, core is engaged, shoulders release down the back. Let's squat down nice and slow. So we're gonna sit low into that squat. So just like we did in our warm-up, finding that squat position, squeeze through your thighs. Press into the floor to rise tall. So I want you to think about your feet pushing down to come back up. How about single counts here? We come down and lift. Push down to lift up. We've got 4 more here. Now listen, we're gonna add a little side leg lift on our next one. So we'll squat, right leg lifts up. Squat, left leg lifts up. So as we're doing this side leg lift, can we think about keeping the toes facing front so that we're really squeezing through the outer part of the hip? Squat, squeeze and lift. Working into those legs. Now, little change. We're gonna squat, we're gonna pulse that side leg for 3. We pulse 3, 2, 1, other side. 3, 2, 1. So we're finding our balance as we're working into the side of that hip. So a little bit of bonus core work today. Squat, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let's do one more for each side. And last one. Perfect. Catch your breath. Shake out your legs. So from here, we're gonna work into our abs as well as getting those buns and thighs as well. Right leg is gonna step back into a lunge. We'll drop down. Now we're gonna rotate to the left. So everything from your hips down stays facing front. We're gonna twist through the torso, come center, step back up, then we'll do the other side. So you're always gonna twist towards that front leg. Right leg steps back. We drop down, twist, center, lift, down, twist, center, lift. Find your rhythm today. So I want you to think about keeping this controlled, and we're gonna really push down through that front foot as we come back up. Drop down, twist. Working into those legs. So I want you to find today your pain-free range of motion in that lunge. Again, your front knee wants to stay right over that ankle. Navel comes in towards that spine. So really pull your belly in. Find your obliques as you rotate. We've got 4 more here. 3, 2 more. Catch your breath. Shake yourself out. Standing on your right leg, you're gonna make a little kickstand with your left toe. Single leg squat, then we squeeze and lift. So we're really gonna get into those glutes nice and slow. We sit down, squeeze and lift. Perfect. So tailbone comes back. Still a squat. You just have more of your weight on that right foot than your left. Sit back, squeeze and lift. So I want you to imagine that left toe is on a plate of glass right now. So if you push down too hard, you're gonna shatter that glass. So it's just a little kickstand. Can we do 4 more here? Last 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Shake out that right leg. Find your balance. Left leg's turn. Squat down slow. We come down slow. Open that space across your collarbones. Belly pulls in nice and strong. Sit back into those hips, and we want to make sure that left hip is staying underneath us. So we're gonna try not to let it shift out to the side. Sit back like you were sitting in a little tiny chair right behind you. Keep it going. We've got 8 more right here. Last 8. Sit low. Last 6 here. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Catch your breath. So from here, go ahead, set your weight down gently. We're gonna come into a wide plie position. So heels in, toes out. Then I want you to bend your knees. So we're gonna squeeze those glutes so that we can make sure that our knees are tracking in the same direction as our second and third toe. Arms are gonna come up. Belly is in, chest is open. We're gonna go side to side, working those obliques. We come down and up, down and up. So this one not only is a great standing core exercise, but oh my goodness, legs are working really hard here. Squeeze and lift. Keep that chest open. I want you to imagine you're like a little windshield wiper here. Side to side. Squeeze your obliques, but as we do that, we're keeping those hips nice and level. Side and up. I know, thighs are burning, abs are burning. We are almost there though. And after this, we're gonna hit the mat. Side to side. Whew. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake yourself out. Go ahead, grab your mat. Coming down onto the floor. So find that positioning on the floor. We're gonna come into plank. So just get a little bit of plank work to start to prime into those abs a little bit more. So let's find a forearm plank position. So we'll make the number 11 with our forearms and then slide your shoulder blades down the back. Pull your belly in. So you should actually already be starting to feel your deep core muscles kicking in here. Now pushing your hands down into the floor. So push that forearm down. Open the space across your collarbones. Float your hips up so that they're level with your shoulders, and make sure you're not sinking into the shoulders and rib cage. So now once we've got that, we can tuck our toes. Squeeze our legs straight. Find your plank. Hold it here. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Belly pulls in. Squeeze and hold just a few more seconds here in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Give yourself a nice little stretch here. We're gonna come back to that plank, but we're gonna add a little inchworm variation. So again, you're gonna push your forearms into the floor. Belly draws in, tuck your toes. Lift your hips, lift your knees. Now from here, we're just gonna walk our feet in for 4, back for 4. So we come up, 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 walk back, back, till you find your plank. So we're gonna try not to overshoot our plank Our shoulders stay right over those elbows. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Back, 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 back. Pull that belly in. 3, 4, walk back, 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 back. Core is super duper strong. Can we do one more? And hold your plank for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees. Send your hips back. Catch your breath here. Quick little stretch. Now from here, we're gonna come onto our forearms and our knees. We're gonna work a little bit more into those glutes. So find your positioning. Belly button draws in, shoulders slide down the back. Now from here, send your right leg back. Hips stay level. We're gonna squeeze our glute, lift that leg. Let's go nice and slow. So we lift up. So as we're here, I want you to really focus in on pulling your abs in strong so that your spine stays neutral and we're not arching the back as we lift that leg. So really think about this squeeze in the glute, making that leg lift up. Lift, squeeze. Lift, squeeze. So we're only coming up to hip height, because when we start to go higher than that hip height, that's when we really start to arch that back. So we've got a little tiny change here. Let's pulse it 3 and 1. It's 3, 2, 1, release. 3, 2, 1, release. 3, 2, 1, release. Really focus on that squeeze. Pulse 7 and 1. It's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Pulse 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, single counts. Lift up, down, lift, lower. 4 more and 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that right leg, sit back, stretch it out real quick. Quick little stretch here for that low back. Coming back into position, this time we send our left leg behind us. Core is strong, so we're working those abs too. Up 2, down 2, left leg. So your toes are facing the floor here. Lift, squeeze. Navel to spine. Back is long. Keep going just like this. Squeeze through that glute. Really put your mind into that muscle. Now we pulse 3 and 1. Pulse 3, 2, 1, release. 3, 2, 1, and down. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 7, and 1. Let's go. It's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Pulse 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, single counts. Let's go. In 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that leg. Shift back, quick stretch. So bringing ourselves over onto our back. Taking a moment to find that nice long spine. So we're gonna lengthen through the spine. Fingertips come behind the head and just let the weight of your head rest into your fingertips. Now, this movement is gonna come from a scoop in your low belly. So I want you to draw your bottom rib towards your hip bones. Fist distance between your chin and chest. We're gonna lift up for 2. We lift up, lower, down, lift, squeeze. So this movement starts down here instead of with a pull on your head and neck. So I like to look at something that's maybe a little bit above my knees as I do this, so I can really think about that scoop, keeping my head and neck in that neutral position. Exhale, scoop. Inhale to come back down. Scoop, lift, lower, down. Scoop, lift. 2 more right here. 1 more time. And now gently release. So from here, spine is long, so back bottom rib down on the floor, tailbone down, shoulders come underneath us. We're gonna lift our feet up to tabletop, so knees over the hips. And I want you to squeeze your legs together. From here, you're gonna push out with your legs, come back in. So this movement is not so much about what the legs are doing, but it's all about what your core is doing to stabilize through your low back. So don't let that back arch. Pull that low belly in. Really think about wrapping around. Press out, in. Press it out. Exhale, draw back in. Let your shoulders relax under the body. If you notice your low back is arching, don't go quite so low with those legs. Can we do 4 more here? Press it out. Pull it in. Press it out. Pull it in. 2 more right here. And hug your knees in towards the chest. So we're gonna put those 2 movements together. So let's bring ourselves to tabletop. Hands cradle the head. We're gonna lift. We're gonna push the legs out. We're gonna come back in. We're gonna lower down. Whole time we're really focusing in on those deep core muscles. Let's try it. We lift up, push, in, down. Lift, push, in, down. Exhale, inhale. Let your head relax into your fingertips. Take your time here to control this movement. Can we do 1 more right here? Lift, push, and release. Hug those knees in. Rock it around just a little bit. Release out that low back, placing your feet on the floor. Hands cradle your head. 1 more thing for those obliques, then we're gonna be done. So hang in there for me. We're gonna come to that scoop and lift position. We're gonna circle around to the right, come back down. So think like a little hula hoop. Circle around to the left. Can we try it? We go side, center, side, and down. But I want you to try to keep your collarbones parallel to the ceiling. So you're really just circling that rib cage. This one can be pretty intense because you have to really pull low belly in as you go around. Circle it around. Come on, so strong right here. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really stretch your arms long, stretch your legs long, give yourself a whole body stretch here. And gently relax. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little low back release. Open your arms out to the side. Just go ahead and drop your knees to the left. Nice little release for the core muscles. Stretching into your back. And now strength of the core comes back to center. And drop your knees over to the opposite side. And coming back to center, hug your knees in. One last little low back stretch. Making your way over onto one side, use your hands to press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, give yourself a big inhale up and a big exhale. Wrapping your arms around yourself, give yourself a big hug and a pat on the back for doing a fantastic job today with this abs, buns, and thighs workout. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.